sangria. Hello the travel lovers. So today is our first proper full day of exploration here in Lisbon. And first things first is brunch time. So we just came down to this cute little restaurant in a tiny street and we actually ordered some sangria. Not beer, but sangria this time because we're in Portugal. I know it's more of a Spanish drink, isn't it? But Portuguese, they know how to make a good sangria as well. Yeah, so today is a city day. Today where we're gonna walk miles and miles around the city, exploring different squares, castles. What else we doing, Mish?
Try loads of local pastries.
Yes,
just literally get a feel for the city.
Yeah, the day is beautiful. It's about 21 degrees right now. Not too hot, not too cold. It's just right. Try a sangria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
try
one?
The red one?
I'll try the red one.
So
Saúl
to Lisbon. Let us know, guys, how to pronounce Lisbon in Portuguese. The red one is so good.
So tasty.
So bearish.
You just said that to me like bearish.
Yeah, I know it's not a word, but it tastes very.
We can make it a word. Bearish.
Yeah. This one's more citrusy. This one's more bearish.
Today our main objective is to simply get lost, especially in these old streets. We're currently walking around Alfama, which is the oldest part of Lisbon, and you can just tell it's beautiful. Old buildings, cobbled streets, just proper Europe. We love it.
Licorice wine, okay. And does it come in like different tastes as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe this one are red, maybe very sweet, tawny, medium dry, white sweet, white dry.
Okay, nice.
Oh, I like the sound of white sweet.
White sweet.
Yeah, let's try one of those.
Shall we try white sweet then?
Yeah. Oh, looks good.
So unfortunately we haven't had a chance to visit Porto, which is the northern Portugal, just yet. It's still on our list for our future destinations. But whilst we're in Lisbon, we just spotted Porto wine, which is basically licorice wine, and it does come from Portugal and it's very popular here, as I mentioned to you before, guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna try one shot of this wine and just see what it tastes like.
Oh, that was, oh, really?
Strong, yeah.
Is it similar to holy water?
No, but it's very sweet, yeah.
Really?
So the one that we went for is white, but there is red and like rosé ones as well.
Different levels of sweetness.
Different levels. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it. Let's give it a go.
So,
oh! So here we are, guys. I have in my hands the most traditional Portuguese pastry here, Pastel De Nata. It is a puff pastry filled with custard, dusted with cinnamon. It is amazing, and we've only had it once, very small size, about this small, and we're gonna try it again here in Lisbon. And actually, fun fact, only 3 people actually know the original recipe. That's insane. So I guess we should just try this one now, and if we like it, I think we're gonna be having it every day for the next 4 days. Let's go.
is it as good as the one that we tried in the northern part of Portugal?
I think this is better.
Yeah?
Because it's bigger and I can eat more of it. The pastry is just layered and it flakes off. Like it's flaky. I don't know if you can see, it's flaking off. Can you see? You have to come and try these if you're in Portugal. It's amazing. Really good, isn't it? You could just eat one after another. And how much was it? €1?
€1.
€1. Amazing. That's up there with the eggy tart that I had in Hong Kong. It's up there. Yeah. Very similar flavors.
Really good, yeah. And this particular pastry is just full of this filling. Like,
yeah, the custard.
Yeah, the custard is just so nice. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have this last bit. Give it. go up to the castle to see the view of the city, but we decided to skip the queue, skip the €20 entrance fee, and just come here. It's a beautiful view of the city.
And it's free.
And it's free.
So when you're thinking of Portugal, something such as port wine, surfing, seafood, Lisbon comes to mind. And of course, let's not forget azulejo. That actually translates to polished stones from Arabic, and it basically is Portuguese styles, and you can see them everywhere, especially around Lisbon, scattered around the streets. The artwork is just amazing.
It's been about 2 hours. We've been literally walking around the streets for that amount of time, eating, taking pictures, just taking it all in, and we have only seen probably 2% of the whole city.
Right now we're in the area where it's not so hilly, so it's actually quite nice to walk straight, isn't it?
Yeah, and be in the shade.
Be in the shade, yeah. Whereas before it's like, whoa, up and down, yeah.
Oh, party time. Yeah, we're right near one of the squares here. I think we're in the city centre, I would say. There's loads more shops around. Lisbon is alive with just music and performances. Every little tiny street we can just hear like guitar and just people singing, and it's just got such a nice vibe to it. Love it. I wish I could play guitar actually. It's one thing I wish I could play is guitar.
I don't think I could.
You couldn't play guitar?
I don't have the, what do you call this, musical hearing?
Something like that.
Yeah.
There is a word for it, but I can't remember right now.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Actually, I used to play the drums when I was a teenager. I did like drum lessons at school.
Ooh.
But then I got rid of my drums because 1, they were too big, and 2, they were just too noisy. So yeah, I'd love to go back on my drum kit, but when am I ever going to have a drum kit?
Ooh,
maybe in 5 years.
Look at this wall. Isn't that gorgeous?
Whoa.
That is beautiful.
It's nice. So we're just walking to our last stop of the day to grab a beer. We feel really tired now on our legs because we've gone all the way up the hills, down the hills, etc. You can actually go around the whole city on the trams, but we haven't actually jumped on one. We just thought it'd be better to walk today actually. Awesome. You've got an awesome moustache.
So some of you that have already visited Portugal, or some of you that have been to Nando's, notice the rooster, and we've noticed lots of roosters scattered around the city, lots of souvenirs like magnets and purses and all sorts of things that you can think of. Me and Misha just researched a little story behind this rooster and why is it so important and why is it everywhere here in Portugal. So apparently it's called Barcelo's rooster, and Barcelos is a city in northern Portugal. So it goes as far as in the 15th century when a pilgrim walked down in Barcelos and he was accused of a crime that he was innocent of. The judge obviously was laughing at him, saying that, you know, you've done this crime, you're gonna be hanged now. And he's like, no, I'm innocent. And there was a rooster, a roasted rooster on the table. So the pilgrim said, at the time of my hanging, this roasted rooster will start to crow. and obviously nobody believed him. Everybody started mocking him and laughing at him. And as the moment came, as the guy was hung, the rooster stood up and started crowing. How do you say? Crowing, yeah. So the judge obviously apologized and said, yes, you are innocent, I do believe you. And the man was basically rescued and he was never hanged, and since then it became an official symbol of Portugal.
Yeah, because it was like a miracle.
It was like a miracle.
Because the rooster was dead.
Yeah, it was just roasted on the table and it just, you know, stood up and started crowing.
Yeah. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Yes. Like how that symbol has become so big from that story.
I'm not sure if it's a legend. Apparently there are lots of different things for that.
Yeah, I would say that's a legend.
That could be a legend, but it's one of the most popular ones.
Yeah, and it is literally everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, the rooster is everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, it's right, it's coming out the top of your head actually. I see that, I think of cheeky Nando's.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah, there we go.
I even want a Nando's now. Anyways, thanks for the little story.
No worries.
Alright, so okay guys, so we're gonna end this video in front of this beautiful fountain here in this lovely square. And yeah, we're just really tired now. The sun is just about set. We've had a beer and now it's time to work. It's time to do our evening shift. Yeah. I've got about 10,000 videos to edit. Justina's got some teaching to catch up on. Admin.
Not teaching.
So yeah, it's time to go back home now, but we're gonna head out tomorrow. So that just means you just need to subscribe to our videos because there's so much more to see, guys.
Yeah, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. And also, why don't you click on a bell button so you get notified of when we upload a video. Knowing us, sometimes we may upload 3 videos a day, 3 videos a week.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know, guys. So just, it's better if you turn on that notification button on, yeah?
Exactly.
Make sure you like this video, that helps us a lot. Leave us a comment down below if you have been to Lisbon, and if you have,
what did you like about it?
Yeah, what are your thoughts and feelings on Lisbon, yeah?
Any recommendations for anyone else traveling?
Yeah, exactly.
Just write down anything.
Exactly, guys.
Alright.
Share this video with your friends, and as always, cheers to freedom!
Woo!